What's up guys, this is Joe from Zephyr Wargames bringing to you a deck profile using once again the new support coming to us from the Millennium Pack to get you guys all up and ready for when the set drops and you can start making these straight away with any changes that you've made on your own personal levels. But this is something that I'm going to be testing out and I'm going to be having a lot of fun playing with just because insects in general I think have very interesting and unique cards and a lot of unique card designs. So seeing all the new insect support that came to us to support Weevil, I couldn't help but jump on that and you know, have a little fun and see what I can come up with. But as I always want to do, I wanted to share it with you guys as well. So with all that said and done, let's get cracking into it. So we have two ultimately mutated insect queen. We have two Gandoria, the mystery dust kaiju. We also have two Kumungus, the sticky string kaijus. We also have one Gamma Seal, the sea turtle kaiju. We also have three resonance insect, two Gokapon, one pinch hopper, three parasite paranoid, one perfectly ultimate great moth, and to round up the monsters, three ninja grandmaster Hanzos. So the Hanzos, while I'm on him, is just because the mutated insect queen can only be summoned through a card effect, and the ninja archetype has some unique transformation cards, and one of them just happens to support insects, where you contribute a face-up ninja monster and special summon one beast, wing beast, insect from your hand or deck whose level is less than or equal to the levels of attributed monsters had on the field when this card resolves. So you can use Hanzo along with the trap to summon your mutated queen and get your game going, and Hanzo can search it on summon, so that's why I got Hanzo in there. With the going from the beginning with the insects, the new queen, as I say, can only be special summoned while an insect on your field, insect monster on your field has left the field. Let me get let me start over. Cannot be normal summoned set, must be special summoned by card effect while another insect monster is on the field. Insect monsters you control cannot be destroyed by opponent's card effects. Also, your opponent cannot target them with card effects. At the end of the damage step, if this card attacked, you contribute one monster. This card can attack an opponent's monster again in a row. And then once per turn during the end phase, you can special summon one insect monster token. Earth level 1, attack 100, defense 100. So she gives your monsters protection. She can be summoned quite easily in turn, but though it has to just be through a card effect. But we have multiple ways of doing that. Overall, she's just a nice boss monster with 2800, and it's just overall really good. I've gone for a kaiju engine just because two of them just happened to be insects. So I just could not resist going for the kaijus. They're very strong monsters in general, very easy to summon on board, removes problematic threats for your insects, and also just again being insects, they can follow support quite nicely. But I've gone for one Gamma Seal just because I've gone for a complete kaiju package including the waterfronts, so I can start abusing counters, tokens and all that kind of stuff, because we're going to be sending a lot of cards to graveyard anyway, so gathering up counters for your Kyoto waterfront to start using these guys' abilities is not very hard to do, so I've gone for that. I've gone for a 2-2-1 just because I wanted to max out on the not max out on the insects, but you know what I mean, have a higher insect ratio to the one Gamma Seal. Gamma Seal's there literally, so Slumber has another target, and also you can always just drop a Gamma Seal for yourself and just have like a continuous solemn judgment, so as long as you've got counters to supply it. I've gone for the Resonance Insect because I was going through all the insect cards and looking through what they can do, and this one really caught my eye. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can add one level 5 or higher insect monster from your deck to your hand. If this card is banished, you can send one insect monster from your deck to the graveyard. You're not going to be using the banishing effect, you're literally going to just be using its sending effect. It's very easy to send this card, especially with the Super Cocoon of Evolution. So you can send Resonance Insect with Cocoon of Evolution, then Cocoon Evolution summons a card, and Resonant Insects can add a card from your deck to your hand. You can even search the Kaijus, which is really, really good. So I've also gone for the one Gokupon. If this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can add one insect monster with 1500 or less attack from your deck to your hand. If Maxia was still here, we can add that. But if you, that's also a thing. No, you can side in the C cards because we can search them. But you can use this because you can then search your Parasite Paranoid, which is actually pretty good. You can also search Resonance Insect, and you can also search the one copy of Pinch Hopper, which I just want to try out. I know it can easily miss timing if your opponent is smart enough and play around it, but I just want to try them out just to see how it goes. If it's sent to the graveyard, you can special summon Insect. So long as the last thing that happens is him sending to the graveyard, you get it. I mean, if Ancient Gears can play things that miss timing, I'm pretty sure Insects can. So now we got the new Parasite Paranoid. Quick effect, you can target one face-up monster on the field, equip this card to it from your hand. You can only use this effect Paranoid once per turn. The equipped monster becomes Insect. It cannot attack insect monsters, also negate its effects on that target insect monster. If this equipped card is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one level 7 or higher insect monster from your hand, ignoring its summoning conditions. So that also means I can summon Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth if I have it in my hand, without having to use the Cocoon of Evolution, that kind of thing. So Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth, I'm playing it at 1 of, just for that fun tech choice. But with the Paranoid, we can summon the Insect Kaijus, we can summon the Mutated Great Moth, anything that we want that's an insect. So you can easily go Insect, Paranoid, equip it to Resonance Insect, use the Super Cocoon of Evolution to send the Resonance Insect, Cocoon Evolution summons something, Paranoid summons something, and Resonance searches something. So you could probably get, if your hand is structured really nicely, you could probably get 3 huge insects on your field. Meaning if you've already got a Kaiju already in your hand, you can Kaiju your opponent, do that quick combo, search the Kaiju, summon the Kaiju to your own field. You've got 3 giant insect monsters on your field from just 4 cards. So it's really, really nice. For the spells now, I play 1 Reinforcements of the Army for the Hanzo, 2 Kyoto Waterfronts with the 1 Terraforming, just because that little engine I want to play. The 1 Interrupted Kaiju Slumber, 3 for the Kaiju, 3 Super Cocoon of Evolutions, and this is a really good card. You contribute 1 insect monster on either player side of the field equipped with an equip card, and if you do, special summon 1 insect monster from your deck, ignoring its summoning conditions. During your main phase, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 1 insect monster in your graveyard, shuffle that target into the deck, then draw 1 card. You can only use it once per turn. In fact, I'm also going to take this out, put Reborn in, because I completely again forgot about that. I'm forgetting that lately, which is very, very bizarre. So I'm going to go for that and the 1 trading. This is my consistency, as you can see. The 1 trading is actually not bad anyways, just because we do play a few level 8s. We play the 2 Gamduras, the 1 Gamma Seal, and they're all searchable, so you can have a nice little thing for trading if you have to, but you can easily take trading out, guys. It's completely up to you. You can probably put it in for some of these cards down here. But the Super Cocoon Evolution literally summons any of your big giant insects from the deck, including Perfectly Ultimate Grey Moth. So literally no matter where this guy is, you're going to get him onto the board for a big 3500. 1 Reborn, we all know what Reborn does. It's really good. Twin Twisters, because this deck does just not like back row. It is a combo based deck, and you want your big insects to stay alive as much as you can. So Twin Twisters literally just gets rid of them. You can combo well with Super Cocoon of Evolution, which is actually not that bad. You can send Kaijus from your hand, then revive them with Reborn later. Even send Perfectly Ultimate Great Mutated Insect Queen with reborn it with a reborn. So twin twisters can have some nice combos. For the traps, I do play the 2 ninjutsu arts for the 3 Hanzos, but you can drop this down to 1 if you want to. The Solemn Brigade of 1 judgment, 1 warning, and 2 strikes, and then 2 returns, 2 back to the front, because the graveyard can fill up with big, easy to summon insects. So return to the back to the front is just really good. The extra deck, I don't really see myself going into it too much because our deck is just naturally big and beefy in terms of the main deck, and most of our problems can be solved through the main deck anyways. But I chucked in a few things that can go well with some of the things down here in the side deck that you can all go with. The digital bugs, if you want to play like a Galaxy Worm engine, because he is a light machine that can summon himself, it can give you some link materials. Along with the Giga Brilliant, can you also make your monsters a bit more beefy. The X-Crawler links, they do point diagonally, but they're very easy in terms of summoning materials. Along with the Mrs. Radiant, some of your things are Earths. The side deck is just some things I want to point out. As going through the Earthbound Immortal, you can actually summon it through like Cocoon of Evolution. And if you do play the Kaiju engine, you have the field spell for him, so you can do some nice little cheeky things with stealing monsters. Scary Morph is also something. Each player can only special summon monsters once per turn while it's out. Easily summonable through like Super Cocoon of Evolution and your Paranoid. So that could be a cool tech. Ultimate Insect level 7. I have a copy at IRL, so I might play around with it maybe. You can max out on the Gukapon if you want to. Gone through Galaxy Worm. Multiplication of Ants and Wormbait. Wormbait is reprinted in the Millennium Packs. That's a thing that you can look into. Otherwise, multiplication of Ants is something I've been testing with in my Caller deck and stuff like that. It kind of works the same. You just have to tribute instead of just controlling one. Insect Imitation, you contribute insects plus summon an insect from your deck who's 1 level higher. You can go from a Kaiju to a Kaiju if you want to. You can go Queen to a Kaiju. It's just extra options for you guys. I'm just tossing them out there. And Insect Barrier is a weird little thing. You may be confused as to why I put it in here, but you can play Insect Barrier, and then during your opponent's turn, if they're going to go attack you for giant damage or something, you can chain Parasite Paranoid, equip it to their monster. The monster now becomes Insect, so now Insect Barrier stops it from attacking. It's just a nice little combo. If you want to play around with it, you can have a little bit of fun. This deck is very flexible in terms of that. You can literally play tons of crazy techs and they can work quite nicely. So guys, I hope you all enjoy this deck profile. Note down in the comments below any ideas you're going to be playtesting with these insects. Let me know. I'll be really interested to see what you guys are conjuring up in your heads. So again, as always guys, keep doing what you're doing. Rate, comment and subscribe. We love you guys for doing it. As I said, we will be bringing more deck profiles to you with all the upcoming support from the Millennium Pack. Until next time guys, as always, happy dueling.
What's up YouTube, thanks for watching that video. I hope you liked it. If you did, hit that like button, and of course don't forget to hit that big red subscribe button in the bottom left hand corner and the notification bell so you don't miss out on anything. We've got more deck profiles, duels, pack openings and many more Yu-Gi-Oh videos coming up for you all year round, so don't forget to stay tuned for all of that. Thanks, and as always guys, happy dueling.